Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Adam Hammond.
And I'm Ann Trujillo. And happening right now, if you're thinking about driving up to the high country, well, you might just want to rethink that because in just the past 30 minutes, CDOT shut down westbound I-70 in Morrison because so many cars have spun out there. And it is anyone's guess right now when I-70 will be cleared up and back open. We have a big team of meteorologists and reporters out live tonight tracking every angle of the storm minute by minute.
We're on top of it for you. We have crews out west, to the south and east, and also downtown. Let's start out west, where meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen is live off US 36. Hey, Corey.
Hey, this storm has really flexed its muscle a few times already, and there's plenty more to come. You can see the snow falling right now at a moderate rate here at the Boulder Overlook, but you can notice that the wind out of the north-northeast is blowing very strong. It's not until we get the more easterly component that we'll get the bigger flakes and the fatter snowfall accumulation. We've been watching the radar out here in the first alert weather chaser. We've gone from thunder snow to hail to grapple, and now it's starting to fill out with mostly snow now. And usually with these upslope storms, we get those big snowfall totals right here in the Boulder County foothills and the Jefferson County foothills. We'll be watching that for you tonight, and we'll have an update on the possible road accumulation out here and what to do with those freezing temperatures ahead. Live in Boulder, I'm meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen. Back to you guys.
Great, thanks, Corey. Unfortunately, we've had a heads up about this.
Yeah, but we are talking some pretty big snow totals here. What, anywhere from 3 to, I don't know,
to a foot.
You tell me.
Or
yeah.
more in some parts of the state. I want to show you there's a huge area of Colorado that is underneath winter storm warnings from Boulder and Denver through Aurora all the way down to the Springs, out to Burlington, all the way down into southeastern Colorado. Winter weather advisories up into the mountains just to the west, but this is mostly a front range storm, as you can see. We're not getting a lot of moisture out here in the northeast corner of the state. Those winds are forcing it up against the mountains and down toward the Palmer Divide. So the heaviest snows have been down to the south and east part of the metro area and up across Boulder County, up toward Larimer County. Lighter amounts farther to the north and east. Out to the west, where Corey was, heavy snows falling all the way up to the Continental Divide and down to the south and east. Down in Centennial, that's where Liz Gilardi is right now with the latest on the bullseye of heavy snow in that area.
Mike, it is still snowing and blowing here in Centennial, where we have probably about a good 2.5 inches on the ground right now. But you know, we aren't really seeing too much on the roadway, and I'm going to show you why. We have this temperature gun right here. We're going to point it at the road. And you're seeing a reading right now, well, it was at about 20-some degrees. It's pretty tricky. We're standing this far away, but it's reading about 27 degrees, so not a whole lot sticking on the roadway just yet. That could freeze overnight, but here's the larger problem that we're seeing with the storm. Trees being way down by the snow. I mean, take a look at this thing. It's dragging along the sidewalk, blocking parts of the sidewalk here. And that's why tonight you're being encouraged to just brush some of this thick, heavy snow off the trees and pick up any branches that might be in the roadway. And we're going to toss it back to Adam. And Adam, it is hard to believe it's almost May.
Yeah, no surprise here, Liz. Denver tops the misery map tonight with over 60 flights delayed this evening. So far, both United and Southwest will let you change your flight without having to worry about the price.
And right now, let's continue our team coverage with Denver 7's Jacqueline Allen in downtown Denver. Jacqueline, this storm will actually keep us out of the record books.
That's right. You know, take a look right now. It is coming down, and you can see just a little bit here. It's starting to stick. The pavement's still too warm, though. It's just nice and wet, so be careful if you're out there driving. So we were just about to break the record for the least snowy winter in history, but this storm could stop all of that. That record was set back in 1888, 89, that winter. Not much snow. They only had 21.3 inches. Well, so far this year, before this storm, we only had 19.4 inches. So if we get another 2 inches in this storm tonight, we will not break that record. So, you know what? Ultimately, that's a good thing. We need this moisture. It helps with the fire danger. It helps with our plants. But I'm going to go ahead and go over here and say this is a good time to think about this, because this spring snow, it can be that heavy, wet stuff. So if it starts to gather on the branches like Liz was talking about, go ahead and grab your brooms and start knocking it off. And of course, pro tip here, you don't want to stand under those branches because it can get really cold. Reporting live, Jacqueline Allen, Denver 7.
Great, thanks, Jacqueline. That was the best tip there. We appreciate it. Our Denver 7 app is your 24/7 source for this storm. We also have a little bonus for those of you hoping to hit the slopes. Find out which ski resort is offering free lift tickets.